Hello, everyone. Hello, dear friends. You're welcome to the platform again today. And the platform is Unique Educational Consults. And in the lesson today, we are still continuing that particular poem, The Good Morrow, written by John Donne. And the poem is one of the non-African poems recommended by the West African Examination Council. So previously in the lessons, we have looked at the background of the poet and of the poem, so also poetic devices, and so also figures of a sound. And today in this lesson, we want to look at the figures of speech as found in the poem. Meaning and messages are demonstrated in the poem The Good Morrow by John Donne, with figures of speech like metaphor, extended metaphor, contrast, synecdoche, biblical allusion, and geographical symbolism. So let's look at each of these figures of speech one after the other with a typical examples. The first we are going to look at is metaphor. One beautiful case of metaphor in the poem is this expression that is found in line 4. I read, seven slippers then. Seven slippers then. This phrase in line 4 implies an extra comfortable relaxation, that is, a room that the couple might have slept in before marriage. That is seven slippers then. And John Donne's labeling one of the courtship period that led to the marriage as a dream of thee. That is from the poem, a dream of thee. So that is John Donne's label as pertaining to the courtship period of the couple before the marriage. And this is also a good sample of a metaphor in the poem. That is, the actions and events of courtship yielding into a marriage are quite different from those to be encountered as a couple gets to marriage proper. When they start the love affair, the courtship, it's like super enjoyment, and it is adorable. But that cannot be compared to when they are properly engaged, married, and being with each other. That is when you see the color of love. So that is an instance of metaphor in the poem. Now let's look at the second one, which is the extended metaphor. The single case of extended metaphor is located between lines 9 and 10. This is marked by the pieces of metaphor underscored in the following clause. I read from the poem. Watch not one another out of fear. Watch not one another out of fear. That is from the poem. The clause is metaphor for communication. In line 10, another metaphor is underscored by this phrase. I read, love of other sides controls. Love of other sides controls. That is from the poem as well. The expression is metaphor for blockage of third-party incursion into the marriage's running. That is a way to block the interference of third-person people from outside your marriage. Do not give them chance. If you do, they will shatter the marriage. That is the extended metaphor. So the expression is metaphor, which is love of other side controls, for blockage, as I said. Thereby, the two metaphors in unity produced the extended metaphor, which elicits the point that a happy married life often thrives where communication is active within the couple without giving allowance to third party interference, as I said earlier. So that is that about the extended metaphor. Extended metaphor simply means a situation in the lines of poetry where you have the use of two metaphors in the same line or the line next. I hope this is clear. So now let's go to the next speech figure. The case of synecdoche. This phrase I read from the poem. True plain hurts. True plain hurts. That phrase demonstrates the case of synecdoche, which means absolute trust. True plain hurts. The couples, they must have what? True plain hearts to each other. That is absolute trust. Don't complain. Don't question your spouse. If he says, I'm going somewhere, so place, believe that that is where he or she goes. That is what that implies. So with the above synecdoche, John Donne expresses the view that a marriage can conveniently be realized into a happy married life if the concerned couple buys into the principle of absolute trust, believing in each other. I hope this is clear. Now let's go to the next one, which is biblical allusion. In line 14, the case of biblical allusion is illustrated with the emphasized mathematical homilies at marriage solemnization that one joins with one is one. If one is joined to one, it still becomes one. That is in love. But in real mathematics, it is two. So the biblical allusion is therefore a dictate that a couple can successfully cook their marriage into a happy married life on the tripod of a strong bounding or unity of purpose. So this is found biblical in the Bible. 1 plus 1 equals 1, not 2 in marital life. I hope this is clear. Now let's go to symbolism. And this has to do with geographical symbolism. In John Donne's The Good Morrow, the case of geographical symbolism therein is underscored by the rhetorical questions put forward in line 17 and 18. The symbolism is a point that nothing in life is perfect. As such, a couple desirous of actualizing their marriage into a happy married life must shun the habit of getting concerned with their individual imperfections. Yes, if you want a marital life to work out, a marriage to work out well, both of them must what? Endure and believe that nobody is perfect. They can only be patching the imperfections in them. So that is the geographical symbolism as found in the poem. The last one is the case of contrasts. When we say contrast in normal English view, we know showing difference between two things or more things. So as pertaining to the poem, the whole of line 19 underscores the case of contrast. Implicitly, the line dictates that A happy married life is where love does not die. That is, in marriages, love must be kept aglow by all-time communication, good bonding, trust, and blockage of third-party interference. And also, the poem's line 21 lays out the above noted summary. Love so alike that none doth slacken, none can die. That is from line 21. Love so alike that none doth slacken, none can die. So love so alike, that is, have good communication, bonding as well, and trust. Then that none doth slacken. Do not allow third party interference. Then none can die. That is, none can die. The marriage what? Remains and progresses stronger. It waxes stronger. That is the speech figures as we have in the poem, The Good Morrow, written by John Donne. This is how far we can go today. Don't forget, as usual, share the link, comment if there need be, like the page or the channel, and share. Bring more people. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel so that every upload you will be alerted of the new videos that are uploaded to the channel, and help spread the link, the channel. Let more people come and be aware of this. Thank you very much for your support so far, and I'm still expecting more. Have a wonderful day and remain safe.